Let's turn to France. Bastille Day is one of the most significant days in the French calendar. It marks the historic storming of the Bastille Fortress prison in 1789. Display of military prowess, high-tech innovations, dazzling fireworks were the highlight of the day. The celebrations, grand and spectacular, were tarnished by clashes that broke out between the Yellow Vest protesters and the police after the parade. Here's a report.
The Bastille Day celebrations in Paris were marked by a display of military prowess and high-tech futuristic innovation. Crowds were treated to a fascinating display of tech innovations, but the highlight of the day was the flying soldier. French inventor and entrepreneur Frankie Zapata showed off his futuristic flyboard. Clutching a rifle, the former jet skiing champion and military reservist hovered above the Champs-Élysées on a jet-powered flyboard. French President Emmanuel Macron also took to Twitter to applaud the innovation. His tweet read, and I quote, "Proud of our army, modern and innovative," unquote. President Macron led a military procession through the iconic Champs-Élysées. France showcased its European military cooperation during the annual celebrations. Around 4,300 members of the armed forces, 196 vehicles, 69 planes, and 39 helicopters were used throughout the parade. Forces from 9 other countries also participated in this year's parade. A German transport plane, a Spanish C-130, and the legendary British Chinook helicopters were also part of the flyby. If you remember, it was this military symbolism that encouraged U.S. President Donald Trump to get his military involved in the 4th of July celebrations. Trump was, of course, the chief guest in 2017. This year, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, Jean-Paul Juncker, and leaders from many other European countries were among the invitees. There was an underlying focus on the European defense cooperation in the celebrations. With the Brexit shadow looming and icy relations with the United States, these are turbulent times for Europe. In Macron's own words, never since the Second World War has Europe been so important. Bastille Day commemorates the storming of the Bastille prison in 1789, one of the key events of the French Revolution. The day has become a national holiday in France. But the celebration of France's National Day were tarnished after clashes between police and protesters erupted in the French capital. Police had not allowed those wearing yellow vests past the barricades that had been put up for the military parade. But trouble started as soon as the parade ended and a group of yellow vest protesters tried to occupy the Champs-Élysées Boulevard. French police fired tear gas during a tense standoff in order to disperse dozens of protesters who chanted anti-government slogans. Knocked down security barriers erected for the parade and set fire to dustbins. Images of a policeman being punched to the ground by a protester also surfaced. Paris has been rocked since late last year by the Yellow Vest protest movement against the government of President Emmanuel Macron. But despite the day being marred by the clashes, the annual Bastille Day celebrations ended with a traditional display of fireworks at the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.